Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another week, another video. My name is Alex. I'm a student in Hack Reactor Remote, and I've been making videos for the past weeks about my experiences throughout the week. So this is video number 11, I think. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had this on because I was on the computer for a while, but yeah, I don't want to wear them for the video. I highly recommend them though. Like, there's just such a good investment. So this is not a sponsor, it just happened, but I would recommend to get these glasses. Like they're called Goner. See, like check it out. It's amazing, huh? Anyways, cool. That's not important. But what's important is that this is week 11. Week 11. Like honestly, I'm happy to say that I made it to week 11. Doesn't seem kind of real sometimes, just because. Week 1, during week 1, I was super lost, didn't know what I was doing. Still super lost, but I feel like now I know what I'm doing, you know, like, that's not important. So what's important is that I wanted to talk about what happened during week 11, right? I feel like that's the reason a lot of you guys come, to kind of see my progress, what's been happening, and yeah. So week 11. As I mentioned before, I did not make videos during week 8 through 10 just because I was pretty busy. But now, like, things are more manageable. My computer is only running one thing at a time instead of having to run a server from AWS, databases, local databases, local projects, and other projects. And so yeah, like I feel like now things are more manageable. So. I'll start now actually talking about week 11. We were given a project called MVP. MVP stands for minimum viable product. A lot of companies do something basically. A lot of companies do something similar. So, for example, right, like a company wants to create like a new feature, so they're only given like, let's say like a week, right, like, or maybe more, maybe 2 weeks, a month to work on a specific feature for a product. And they have to make it happen in the deadline. Doesn't matter if the product is ready or not. So they just show it to everyone, explaining what's the concept, and once they get approval, they get to continue working on their project. So that's sort of what we did under 48 hours. Only 48 hours, meaning 2 days of work. So we started on Saturday, and we were supposed to be done on Monday by like 5 p.m. We were supposed to create a full stack application. Full stack, if you've been following what I've been saying, or you do some research, a full stack application needs to have a database, a server, and obviously like, you know, your HTML and your whatever you want to use, right? For example, React or something else. But yeah, that's basically your full stack application, a client, server, and a database that everything gets connected. And if you wanted to deploy it or do some more fancy stuff, you are more than welcome to. For this project, I wanted to do. I was gonna sound repetitive, but I wanted to do something finance related, just because that's my background. And if everything goes well, I'm hoping to one day work on something finance related. You know, like, so my mom doesn't get mad that I'm not really using my degree in finance. Now, she doesn't get mad, but you know, like, she has brought it up that it would be a good idea for me to work in finance and software and do something like that. But anyways, that was already my plan. So it's not my mom's idea. That's something that I mentioned to her once, and now she keeps bringing it up. That's her idea, but let's just forget it. You know, like, if she says anything, like, I'll just say like, yeah, mom, that's your idea. Let's continue. So, for this application, I wanted to create some kind of a stock tracker application. So you as a user, I mean, you guys probably use Robinhood or some kind of like application like that. But the whole idea was just like, as a user, you will go in and you will be able to see how the stocks you have in how the stocks are doing, basically tracking, maybe get some more information. Maybe okay. So the plan was for me to get at some. Again, like that, doing that, and receive inputs from Twitter interaction to see like if the stuff was like what was like happening on Twitter, like was the stuff being mentioned. So I wanted to do a lot of things, right? Some of those things were a little too complex for myself, you know, like pulling data straight from Twitter and rendering into the page, that's more advanced. I mean, you might be able to do it, or someone else watching this video might say like, you know what, Alex, that's super easy. All you gotta do is just get an API key from Twitter, connect it to your server, and just render the information and do a lookup to basically get all the information that you need. But unfortunately, at this point, I'm unable to do it. But that's kind of what I wanted to do, and I kind of learned. I spent like 3-4 hours trying to research how to do something like that, and it was gonna be too complex for myself. And second, I try most of the APIs to receive information for, you know, like stocks related. You have to pay for those. You know, like obviously it makes sense. You know, like there's some out there, they were kind of like a little sketchy because they require me to get my credit card, and they will give me like a specific request. Like for example, I think like I would have been able to use what do you call it? I think it was 400. Yeah, I think I was reading like it was 400 requests. I think like I could do 400 requests for free. Like meaning like I could get information 400 times before getting charged. Something I don't know. But I just I did not want to go through all the hazard. I mean all the work and all those things. So I went just with something. It wasn't super basic, but it was a little basic because it was just like an application that display the prices of the major cryptocurrencies, for example, Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm into Bitcoin. I'm into cryptocurrencies, but I don't really follow them that much. But yeah, I mean, I had fun with the project. I was able to create like a drop down. So for that drop down, you were able to decide which currency to basically see, and also it was live. So basically, the price were moving, the price were changing in front of you, which that was cool because, you know, like that was a little tricky to do, but I found a way to do it. It wasn't mine. So while doing some research, I found this article on Medium about some this guy just explained how to do like auto fetch, you know, like how to get like information to refresh on the page instantly. So that was cool because I follow exactly what he said, and I just made it happen. But you know what? To be honest, like 3 months from now, like I mean 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Now I am. So like I was happy with my results. But again, like my project was a little basic just because I wanted to have a lot of features. And as I mentioned before, this project is all about making it happen with like the minimum viable product, right? So like the simple the project, the better. You know, like if you have like, I mean, obviously you want to have you want to make it super nice, super beautiful, and present it. But if your project relies on like really complex features, you're gonna run out of time, and when you have to present it from everyone, you're not gonna have a decent project. So I do like the project that I have. I deployed it. I might be able to give you the link at the end of it, but I think like actually just shut it down. I'll check it out. Sorry for spacing out. I'm just thinking if yeah. Okay. Anyways, so we had a presentation, and some people came out with some great things, right? Like mine, I would probably say like it was in the lower tier, you know, like it wasn't one of the best ones. The idea was great though. Like the idea, everyone liked it, but you know, like when I mean, as someone in finance, right? Like again, I have to say finance again. I would have been like, oh my god, it sucks. Like, well, it's only like prices. What about like so many more things, you know? Like, so I mean, I was giving prices, time, currency, but you know, like no, that's it. Like, you know, like you want as an investor, you want to have more information, more things to it. So I was happy with the result, but probably like I don't know, like that might be like a project that I work on for the next 2 weeks and make it super beautiful, super amazing, super great. But for now, it was just pretty simple. Some people came out with some amazing stuff. And also, just found out that some people from my cohort are watching my channel, which makes me happy, makes me nervous, makes me, I don't know, you know, like they're probably watching my videos and saying, shit, Alex, you don't know anything you're saying, bro. Like, you're so wrong. You don't know what you're saying. But I mean, Jordan, if you're watching this video, Your presentation was amazing, man. Like, you know it, he knows it, we all know it, you guys know it. Jordan just basically made like the coolest thing, kind of weird. I mean, I'm not gonna say creepy, but it was really cool. This guy under 36 hours, because he said like he did not spend the 2 days doing it, made an application that he's able to see it, like why, like basically like in the whole I don't know, like in the whole world, maybe like just the US, but he's able to see like everyone's Wi-Fi's. So yeah, crazy, right? Like hear me out. All you have to do, just type in like, your area code. For example, you know, like where I live is 92260. You enter the zip code, and it gives you like all the different Wi-Fi's in the area. And if you enter like the specific street, like your specific address, he's able to see like the Wi-Fi's around you. You know what I mean? Like it's like a Wi-Fi tracker. But dude, that thing was crazy. It was super cool. The UI was really. Dude, that application is like an application that he can probably put it in the App Store and start cashing in on. So yeah, like there's again, like just like him. There's some really smart people in my cohort who came out with some crazy things. My other friend Nas made a cool app that you're able to. It's kind of like a Friendster for people in on rehab. You know, like if you're going through some issues, you're able to find people experiencing your like the same challenges you're experiencing. I don't know, like that app was really cool. You know, like I love the idea. Like I think like it's a really cool product. There's nothing out there. You know, like people for people with like depression and people with issues. That was a really cool application. That was after the presentation. For the next 3 days, all we did was just work on mini apps. So we had a small daily challenge, an application for us to complete for the day. They started a little. They weren't super simple, but they weren't really hard. But then like the last two, they were pretty tough. So it kind of like I was kind of over it, and I actually had to go back and work on my. I had an interview with like Hack Reactor. You know, like just every person like at the end has like it's kind of like a group interview when we just show and present our project, our SDC project, like the project that we did for the past 2 weeks, and you have to explain everything you did, like and how things went, and just like if it was an interview. So they told me to come back and do more work, so like I could make sense, you know, like I did enough, but some people did more than me, you know, like so when I went to the interview, and some people said like I don't know, like they did cooler things than me, you know, like obviously whatever I did like did not sound as good as theirs. I was you know, like did not sound as good as what they were saying because I did not do as much as them. So I had to go back and do some more extra work. So you know, like so when I'm speaking to interviewers, recruiters, I'm able to sound as good as them. I was okay with that, you know, because I wasn't really down for mini apps for the whole week. So I went back and worked on my SDC interview, and I presented to them again, and I'm good to go. I'm all done basically. There's nothing else for me to do in Hack Reactor as far as materials, curriculum. Next week it's outcomes. We're gonna be applying for jobs, working on our cover letter, LinkedIn, all those kind of things. You know, like they're trying to make us super marketable, be amazing for the job interview, be super prepared. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna be super prepared, but you know, that's the idea. That's what we're gonna be doing next week. Actually, Hack Reactor provides a career coach, so you have access to the career coach for the whole time while you're looking for a job. You have like a person to reach out to, and she helps you, and she's amazing. And that's it. That's all I have for this week as far as as week 11. Let me see. Oh, what? Actually, I have something. I have 2 job interviews next week. I have an interview on Wednesday and I have one on Friday. I don't know how they happen. Like they kind of happen by accident. Like I applied for a job just after like 3 weeks ago. I applied for a job just to apply for it, you know, because remember I told you guys we work on a resume the whole day. So I worked on it for a while, you know, like, and I said to myself, I was like, dude, I've been working on this resume for like the whole day. I don't want to just like keep it. Like I want to send it to someone. So I send it to someone just to test it out, just to see what will happen. And that person called me. Like it was a girl. She was like, "Hey, are you Alex? I have a job. Blah 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 blah." And I thought it was like I thought they were calling me about a finance job. So it did not sound that cool. You know, like I was just like, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of not looking for a job right now. And then she said like, "Oh, didn't you just apply for it?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, I saw your resume. Like, you applied for a job. It's a backend engineer." So I was like, "Oh, wow, yep." So I have an interview in a couple days. I'm excited, but to be quite honest, my goal is not to be the first person to get a job in my cohort, just because I feel like there's still some things that I want to work on before I start working. Just because I feel like the gap of my knowledge. There's some gaps that I want to take care of them before I start working, but I want to be applying for jobs, you know, like, but my goal is to get a job in 2020, you know, like, so if I get a job on December 31st, 2020, I'll be super happy. If I get a job on July, super stoked. If I get a job next week, obviously, like, that's amazing, but I don't think that's gonna be my outcome, you know, like, if you're watching this video thinking that I'm gonna get a video, I'm sorry. If you're watching this channel thinking that I'm gonna get a job in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or a month, that's probably not gonna happen. I cannot renew it. So, yeah, that's another thing for you that I have to say. Like, if you're expecting to get a job immediately, you have to really know a lot to, you know, to be able to come into a Hack Reactor, do great, and then get a job. Because not a lot of people. It's hard, you know, like it's tough. People kind of like in my situation, like, you know, just learn to code like 4 months before I started coding, like a month and a half before Hack Reactor. Like, you know, like I'll tell you my story like in a different video. But yeah, like I'm not really expecting to get at this job, but it's good practice, and I'm happy that I got an interview, because that makes me happy. You know, like people are finding my resume and they're giving me a chance. All right, this is it. That's all I had for this week. Last comment, I guess, and I'm gonna end the video. Actually, you know what? This is it. I'll save it for next week. But if you guys, actually, I have a question though. If you guys, let me know what you guys want me to talk about, like in the upcoming weeks. Like if you guys have anything that you guys want. Like if you guys want me to talk about my experience, if you guys want me to talk about things for you guys to prepare, you know, like if you're thinking about Hack Reactor, what are some things that I wish I would have done before Hack Reactor? How did I pay for Hack Reactor? What should I do if I don't get in Hack Reactor? I don't know, anything like that, you know, like just hit me up and I'll see if I can make a quick video and post it and upload it and do all the things that I have to do in order to have a super successful YouTube channel and go viral and make money out of you guys. It's not gonna happen, you know, like I'm just making these videos again because I found them cool to do, you know, and it kind of helps me kind of like keep my, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, making the videos during like the junior phase, like for the first 6 weeks, it was cool, you know, because I actually had to prepare for those videos. I feel like I didn't want it to sound like a I mean, if you go back to them, like I feel like on the first 2, I sound pretty dumb, you know, like I don't really, it doesn't seem like I know what doesn't seem like I know what I'm saying in those videos. Like I'm just rambling, saying a bunch of stupid crap. But I feel like now, like, you know, I'm pretty confident in my videos, you know, like everything that I'm mentioning, I can back it up because I kind of know what I'm saying now, which makes me super stoked. Alright, this is all I have for this video. So I'll see you later, guys.